Hey everybody, the Reswirl here, and welcome to Chicken Police, Paint It Red. Special thanks to Handy Games for providing a code, it's much appreciated. Now I'm just going to call the game Chicken Police. I think Paint It Red's just a subtitle, and everywhere I've looked today it's just referred to as Chicken Police. Also, I forgot to do this before I started. Turn off film grain. And do I dare change text speed? I'll try it on fast and see what happens. Yeah, it's so weird playing a game that's mostly black and white. I really like the music though. And if you can't tell from the name, we play as a chicken. Well, we play as Chicken Police. Or detective. Probably police. Either way, new game. Ooh. I'll go with Save 2. Well, why not? Dead men are heavier than broken hearts. Raymond Chandler, The Big Sleep.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home.
Oh, I didn't know this was voice acted.
Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old.
Oh my god.
My name is Sonny Featherland. An investigator for 20 years.
Oh, that's what we are.
And once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department. One half of the legendary Chicken Police.
Oh my.
But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that.
Clawville.
The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
Wow. Okay. Chicken Police. Paint it red. Incredible.
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment. And don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago.
God.
We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
Alright. I'm not sure if it's all voiced.
What could possibly go wrong?
It might be. I guess we'll find out. Clawville City, Rock District. Former Atlas Hotel. Alright. And yeah, most of the game is in black and white. What the hell are you? Oh, it's so weird. Everything's like 2D, 3D. Oh, it's strange. It's already off to a very interesting start though. This game might be among probably the quirkiest game I've played.
Crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
And hey, if this is all voice acted, then, you know, saves me a job. Hell yeah. It just means that I won't be talking all that much. Okay, so that to navigate. Okay, I can use that to look around. Interact, zoom. Quick zoom. Oh, I see. Interesting. Not bad. So if I press left. Oh my god, we pick up our notebook. Oh, I love the sounds. Oh, it's so good. So category. Hotel Atlas, we have the codex. Oh my god. So, wait. There's still going to be a lot of reading, I guess, but even still. This used to be a nice place. Now we're competing who gets swallowed by decay first. The hotel's winning, but honestly, I'm not that far behind. Interesting. And we have these. So the Chicken Police is a famous detective duo, Santino Sonny Featherland and Marty MacChicken. Gained fame through a case the press called the Bloody New Year's Eve. They flew high for almost 10 years when a fateful brawl put an end to their legend. This is a series of novels about them, or there is a series of novels about them by Meredith H. Marble. They had published 10 books over the course of 7 years before the series faded out of public interest, as did the Chicken Police itself. The city of Clawsville. Clawsville's been an independent city-state for more than 900 years. During the city's foundation, 4 nations had joined forces, represented by the 4 animal figures and the 4 hands on the crest of Clawville. In reality, the tribal alliance of the reptiles and the great insect clans had also played an essential part in the city's founding, but they never got to be represented on the crest. This gave birth to a political and cultural antagonism between the species. Clawville preserved its political autonomy and the dream that it's the only state in the wilderness where predator and prey of any race can live in peace. Hence the name, the City of 1,000 Colours. Okay. Scenes visited 1 of 32, codex entries found 2 of 27. 97?! That's a lot of stuff. As for people, we don't have a clue. Alright, not bad. I like the look of it though. Everything looks pretty nice.
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. I don't even know what these papers are.
Actually, this game's I was going to say, it plays out similar to The Walking Dead in terms of interacting with things the character voices, or says what they're thinking, I guess. But then there's still stuff you can read. Oh, the phone. I can dial? Oh my god, awesome. What else we got? We got the draw. Cheap whiskey.
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays. At least in this price range.
Oh! My last cigarette.
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal.
No function. Inventory. No item.
My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine, so I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case.
Okay. Oh my god.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
Alright, so now we have an inventory. God, we actually open up our bag? That's pretty badass.
Oh man, I totally get you. Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway. I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now.
Well, there we go. What else we got?
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
What else we got? I may as well look at all the things around.
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Isn't it glass at the front though? You could always just break it. Oh wow, we actually have... There's so much stuff. The Wild Gentleman.
The Wild Gentleman. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter.
So a painful memory, old article, M.B. Davis.
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
Good times.
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
Maybe that your shoes aren't gonna last forever, maybe. Hey, I can turn on the light. Should have done that first. Whoops. What else we got? The wilderness.
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here whether I like it or not. Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
There we go.
I don't see colors anymore, only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
So, oh nice. The icon's just a chicken. That's great. Look.
Who is this dame anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Oh my god, the bird puns. What the cluck? It's too good. Speak.
Let me introduce myself.
Whoa.
My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
Look at the hands. It's like a therapist.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
Wait, so if I do autoplay, will this work? Or will it auto... I don't know if it's going to go on its own or not.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
I'm not entirely sure if auto is actually going to work. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, whatever.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
It's so bizarre. Just the animal head on a human body. It's really weird.
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
Oh.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Hmm? Okay. That was an interesting cutscene. Right, well now I've got more entries. Jesus. Deborah. So Ibanez, species Impala, gender female, special feature pretty and fragile, nothing too special. She runs errands for her employer, a sophisticated lady, but I don't think she's from a particularly wealthy or influential family. Okay. Oh, we actually have the wild ones. 3 gods are revered in most places across the wilderness. They're the great wild ones, who make up the holy trinity of creation, destruction, and silence. So, Hereti is the goddess of creation. So, Tapti, or Tapti, I guess. It's a lot of destruction, and Kvatiti, I guess, is the gentlest ghost of silence and nothingness, keeping the balance between creation and destruction in their never-ending conflict. Cool. Detective rank, Greenhorn. Nice. Wait, personal information, gallery entries. Okay, I guess that's everything. So I can speak with Deborah.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift, then carved into a brick, thrown through the window, and finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please.
There we go.
That's why I'm here.
Now it's there. Now it auto goes. Good. New function questioning. Clues? Oh, I got clues now. The victim, a lady, is the target of some strange threats. All of them are written. Nothing new. New function? I don't understand how I find that out. No, it just pauses the game. That also pauses the game. Nice, I've got the start button, which pauses, and I've got the back button, which also pauses. Oh, I see. Now we have question. I see. And that's I can ask. Okay, question. So focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. I like the focus. So subject, John Doe. Focus, this fella is rather suspicious. I need to concentrate on that. Focus, suspicious. Impressions, suspicious. Detective meter, middle. He is suspicious. I am suspicious? Why are you suspicious? Gather impressions from the suspect. Every impression adds a new question line. A new impression? Oh my god, this is awesome. It's also very well, like, animated, I guess, just with all these. Detective meter is your best friend. It shows how well the questioning is going. Keep it on the positive side, okay? Blah blah blah. I like that. Plus 100. Well, I have a way of conveying it. Oh god!
Smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I can scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Why did that have to sound so odd? I can go in hard. So, I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. Okay, yeah. So I choose different questions? I can only go with who exactly are you, ma'am?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I shouldn't ask these. I'll read these.
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Alright, that's how I can check, okay. So impressions are shy and doubtful. Hey, my detective meter went up. So I know which question I'm on by the scribbles animating, essentially. I'm not very confident. Are you sure you're alright? No, I'll go with this one. Yeah.
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer, and not on personal business.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach.
Ah. It seems out of the two. The other one just seems like I'm shouting at her, which she wouldn't like, I would guess.
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
Ibanez.
Stay is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Yeah, I think so too. I really like it so far though. Granted, I've been playing for 20 minutes, but I really like it. The presentation's incredible. The one thing that's slightly weirding me out though is just the human body and the animal heads. But, you know, that's the game. I'll get used to it. So what are my choices? You were born and raised in Clawville. Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself? The one of these is... Oh, she's easily frightened too. Which means shouting at her would be a bad idea. Yeah, I'll go with this one. This one's the only thing that seems to pertain to what we're wanting to know. The other two, not really.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere.
So her name is Katsenko.
Point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question.
He looks so weird
Let's focus on that.
from this angle. Oh, wow. But yeah, her name is Katsenko, so I have a feeling she's a cat. And the picture looked like a cat too. Oh, hiding something is the other impression. Avoided the point long enough. Ah, this is what we've just said. Okay. How'd you get this address? I'm sure it's not intentional, but are you toying with me? What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me? Nah, what do you want?
What do you want from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself, out loud.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Did she also give you the lockpick?
Please, could you let this go? I'm really embarrassed.
Sorry, sweetheart, I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven.
That's very nice of you.
It has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome.
God, the guy's voice. You're welcome. Have you ever felt truly vulnerable? That seems a weird thing to ask.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
You
I
better.
have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
Ooh. If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
Buttering me
You
up.
have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Smart answer.
Oh, there we go. God, my detective meter is pretty much full. Not bad.
Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him.
Ibn Wessler.
Oh.
Kingpin.
Oh dear.
Exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
What the hell is he, a badger?
So you get it
Or a
now.
rat?
The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little
Oh my
piece
God.
of puzzle changes everything.
I'm getting so much stuff. Questioning rank. Oh, damn. Ooh. Oh yeah, Weasel, as well. So the employer, Natasha's current significant other, is the infamous gangster, Ivan Weasel. So final thoughts, perfect job, who would have thought? No, wait, no, what am I reading? Who would have thought? Oh, perfect job, exactly how you would have done 10 years ago. Beware Clawville, Sonny, Featherland, and the Chicken Police are back in action. I have so many things to read now. Oh, these are the clues. So the mysterious messenger, Miss Deborah Ibanez's employer is a certain Miss Natasha Katsenko. The employer, Natasha's current significant other, is the infamous gangster. Is that Ivan Wessler? Oh dear. Whoa, what? Oh, right, I see. So she's afraid and she's secretive, or she's just secretive and an outstanding actress. In any case, not everything she told me is true, I'm pretty sure about that. Is that still the same? Yep. Her employer currently bolsters the ranks of Ivan Wessler. To put it mildly, this explains the cloud of fear surrounding Miss Ibanez. Natasha Katsenko. Species, cat. Felis catus. Special feature, she has remarkably green eyes. She is definitely in trouble. So am I. The employer of Miss Deborah Ibanez, allegedly she's receiving serious threats. Currently the girlfriend of the notorious gangster, Ivan Wessler. This explains a lot of things, mainly the excessive secrecy. And now we have Ivan Wessler. Rat. Oh, he is a rat. There we go. Rattus. Good looking, charismatic, and a clocking gangster. I love how they're replacing the word fuck with cluck. It's great. I should assume there was going to be a lot of chicken puns. One of the most well-known gangsters of Clawville. Real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner, distiller, smuggler, and information broker. And that's only the half of what I've heard about him. He has his dirty little paws everywhere in the city's underworld. Oh dear. Well, there we go. I read me clues, I think. I didn't get anything new, did I? No. Cool. Deborah. Speak.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
What the cluck? What'd you give me? Club Czar? What the hell are those? Oh god. I know Molly very well. Oh, what? Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as a treat her as a gentleman. N.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment.
Is she Russian?
Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman.
I think she's Russian. Of course. Alright.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why, Molly? Why now?
Why now?
Mr. Featherland?
What's with the hands?
Santino, are you alright?
Oh!
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell
Of
me
course.
she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Of course.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
Of course.
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Oh, a rabbit. What on earth? I'm just unlocking stuff left and right. This is great. So these are all... Yep, Wessler. Find Natasha at the Tsar Club. Natasha must know my wife, Molly, from somewhere, or perhaps she has a very good informant. I must find out what the connection is. So, I got new personal info for her. She owns the Tsar Club. Oh, there we go. So, Louis C. Hayworth, Rabbit. An old friend of mine, he is stuttering heavily when he talks. Okay. Louis is the owner of the once reputable Atlas Hotel and a good friend of mine. At the moment, he's my landlord. It's only the two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories, and he gladly helps me whenever I ask him. Of course. Lewis's number is 555-932. Oh, we actually have the Tsar Club. One of the most famous nightclubs in the city, owners of the juiciest... What? I can't not laugh when reading that. Owners of the juiciest booties and hardest fists frequent the place, and it's famous for not serving cops. Except if they're